If you do the morning voice.
Yeah, your morning. So I heard a thing where your morning voice is like the most
sexy.
Not I guess sexy, but also like the most like monotone and comforting voice that you have. So when you're comforting somebody, to try and use your morning voice, because I guess it kind of registers in their head and it makes them more calm. So you go from talking like this to be like, hey, how are you doing?
Dalton's going to have to fire somebody one day. He's like, hey, thanks for coming in. Go ahead and sit down. So,
and like yawn.
We're going to have to let you go. You can't show any private parts on school property, so you're out of here.
You're out of here, dude. But like, get like, you know what I mean though? Like the morning tone.
But have a great day.
Do you think that's why the Kardashians are so popular?
I don't think that's them waking up in the morning. I think that's like just their voice.
But if they always sound like they just woke up,
they don't sound like that to me.
Then it's always comforting.
I mean, if they did, then I'd probably be comforted right now, and I would love the Kardashians.
Why? None of us sound like the Kardashians. How do you guys scratch yourself?
Like, do you scratch your itch or do you itch your scratch?
What?
Do you scratch your itch or do you itch your scratch?
You scratch your itch.
Itch is a noun.
Okay.
And scratch is the verb.
Time for condescending dictionary with Dave.
I know, Jesus.
So
sometimes I'll say like, "Oh, I have an itch," or sometimes I'll say, "Oh, my head is scratchy."
That's
like, "Oh, my knee's scratchy. I have to itch it," or "I have an itch," and that's like the action of the itch.
The itch is always the noun.
I don't know what a noun.
Noun is a person, place, or thing.
What's a verb?
An action.
What's an adverb? An ad action.
So you said, do you scratch your itch or itch your scratch? So the scratch is always the verb, which means you're always doing the scratching to the noun, your itch.
You guys fucking ruined this. Roll the intro.
Why?
He has been doing this all fucking night. Get out of here.
We've had a very pleasant evening, though.
Yeah, we've had a great time.
We have.
Why are you asking, Matt?
Because I'm curious, and the reason why is because my beautiful girlfriend, Monique, she has very strange scratching techniques. And what I mean by that is she'll scratch, and for those of you watching, I'm going to be scratching, or listening, I'm going to be scratching my arm.
Do it into the mic.
Scratching an itch.
ASMR. Scratchy ASMR.
Itch, 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 itch.
Okay, that's a normal scratch, right? Yeah. Right? But then Monique goes like this.
And so if you describe
you know what? I have noticed that she does that.
So instead of like just going up and down or left and right, she goes in circles. It's the weirdest thing. I've never seen anyone else do that.
I mean, it's like when you wait. It's like
when you go
to the restroom. You know how dogs they like go in circles and they go to the restroom. Like when you go into the restroom and like you do a few laps before you sit down on the toilet.
Are you calling Monique a dog?
No, I'm saying like it's just something that you naturally do.
I think he just said he was a dog. I walk in and sit down on the toilet.
I'm saying it's the same concept. Like
no. Don't brush over the fact that you take laps in the bathroom before you use the toilet.
Do you look for the closest person near you to stare at too?
No.
Dogs. I think that might just
dogs are the best. That's a dog thing, dude. But like, yeah.
Is anybody else like itchy now?
Yeah. Now I'm actually
Is this like the thing with the breathing? Where you don't think about your breathing till someone mentions your breathing?
Oh yeah, then you're like in, out, in, out. But no, I'm like itchy. Like I'm itchy for this intro.
Well,
David, motherfucker.
Well, that leads into our next topic.
I thought we were having a genuine conversation about this.
Well, now we're not.
I would think the circular one just doesn't feel like it has enough force behind it compared to like.
So this is how she's scratching herself.
No. You're moving your hand too much. It's just fingers.
You're keeping your wrist together. Yeah, that doesn't have as much force as.
This seems so. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does she do that?
It works though.
I don't think it works.
I don't know, but I'm itching for this intro. David, roll it. I'm Drumm.
I'm Drummer. Oh, he has a microphone on there. I was like, why can't I hear it in here? That was weird.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Week 90.
Week 90, guys. That's 9 times 10. 90. What's up, motherfuckers?
And as always, we're your hosts. I'm Drumm.
And I'm Drummer.
This is a podcast about brotherhood and the 3 S's: storytelling,
supernatural,
and self-improvement.
And
nope. We were doing very well, Dalton. There's no need
and
to
this week's talking points. Week 90, guys. Welcome.
David,
how was your week?
Are we inevitably going to be our parents? Like, do you notice you have the same sense of humor as your parents? Because I've noticed this about myself recently. How? I say stuff that I just think is fucking hilarious. And the only other person laughing is my dad.
I'm sorry.
Not
guys, I
even
didn't realize
Dalton
No.
or your mom. I
It
feel
depends-
like your
it
mom.
depend-
I feel like your mom would be laughing too because she would like your dad's humor.
No, I don't even think she likes my dad's humor. Like, the thing is that, like, Dalton, he'll laugh if it's just him and I. Like, if it's just us. But if there's
I'll
other
give him that
people,
satisfaction.
if there's other people around, he has to put on this front that he doesn't actually think I'm fucking hilarious.
because he's not.
You think I'm so funny.
Matt. No, you're
No,
not.
you like when I do outlandish stuff. Like,
Okay, Matthew, today. This is the stuff that cracks me up. So Matthew was eating this burrito and dipping the burrito deep in this green sauce, like just really going for it, just dunking the whole thing and taking
So
bites.
you're a dipper, not a pourer.
Oh my God, David, it was disturbing.
I do both, but I'm in this specific setting, I was a dipper.
So he goes, I was like, is that spicy? He's like, no, not really. And he goes to the red one and starts dipping in the red sauce. And I was like, okay, how's that? He goes, it's pretty spicy. And like he's done eating, so he throws everything away, turns around, takes a sip of water, and goes, yeah, see? Spicy. Pulls up his shirt and starts rubbing his nipples, showing me that it's spicy. And I went, what? I didn't know how to react to it. It was just a very weird, random ass thing that happened.
Do you ever have that where like you eat spicy food and your nips just
But he
get,
made
like,
no,
kinda hard?
like we were having a normal conversation while he was doing it. And then he just randomly lifted up his shirt and went, spicy.
I did do that.
What is that about? That's not even normal, dude. Like that makes me laugh. But him trying to make jokes, it's sad, you know?
No, but like, do you feel that? Because like, I feel like I'm becoming my father.
I feel it, yes, but also no, because there was so much that like he thought was funny that I was like, this is so annoying. So I don't do that kind of stuff.
Okay, are you saying that because you want to believe that? What do your sisters say?
I think I definitely do get a lot of humor from him.
Okay,
I will admit that. But like my father thinks it's funny to push people's buttons.
Oh,
So
I
I
mean-
have learned that I have just been so conditioned to be like, no, that's not funny.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been the victim of that too many times.
Understood. What do or do you take on your mom's sense of humor more then?
I don't know if my
I don't
mom's
think so.
funny.
I don't know if my mom has a sense of humor.
Your mom's hilarious.
Yeah, your mom's like subtly funny. Yeah, but no, I definitely realize that I'm definitely taking on more of my dad's sense of humor recently.
I think Dalton is too.
Yeah, Dalton's been laying down some terrible dad jokes, and again, the only person laughing is my dad, and I don't laugh because I don't want to give him the satisfaction.
You know, I just hang out with my dad a lot, so we get each other. You know, we're on our own level. You know what I mean? I was bummed out though because it was his birthday this weekend.
It was. So, happy birthday, Pops.
Shouty touty dad. Happy birthday, Mr. Drum.
We have a smash cake here.
We have a smash. It's a. I mean, is that an average size cake? Nah, it's a small
This is
cake.
not I think that's definitely a smash cake.
No, it's not a smash cake. Smash cakes they don't have frosting on them.
Are you sure?
Pretty positive.
I don't know if that'll focus or not. But
That's all right. They can imagine
Harry
a small
Potter.
cake.
Yeah, it was his birthday. I saw your tattoo and it made me say it out loud.
oh, okay.
And unfortunately, Big Guy was sick all weekend.
Not feeling the hottest.
Not
Not
feeling-
COVID related.
Not COVID related,
Just
but just
head
I don't know,
cold
just that head
related.
cold that's been going around. So we got to have Roscoe's with them yesterday on Monday, which was Monday. We had lunch with them and ate some food. It was a really good day.
Yeah, what'd you have? What'd you guys have?
I had a pork. How do you hear? I said that pork. A pork burger thing. I don't know. It was good.
pulled pork
Pulled
sandwich?
pork. Thank you. You guys got it from this, huh?
Yeah.
Nope.
I was pulling my hands apart for the people that are listening. Yeah, I had a pulled pork sandwich and it was really, really good. So I just devoured that thing in the first 2 minutes.
And you were fine after it.
Yeah, it was good.
Matt, what'd you have?
I had a patty melt. Now, you guys, I may have misunderstood what exactly a patty melt was. I thought it was a sandwich. Do not know what meat I thought was inside at the time. However, if you're like me and you're ignorant of what a patty melt is, it is a hamburger. Just basically, instead of buns, you get sourdough. It was delicious.
Sounds good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
However,
But
the second I pushed down on the patty and I saw the cheese and all the juices just dripping down out of it, I was like, this is going to ruin me. So I only ate half because I wanted to have lunch with my pops and I already ordered it. We paid for it. So I had half had a couple curly fries, got a box like the responsible individual that I am. It destroyed me. I was literally in the bathroom for like the rest of the day.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I didn't
bad. Like I was Dalton.
I just was trying to go pee, man. I was scared. I went pee outside 3 times.
You were scared that you weren't going to make it to pee, or you were scared?
I was scared that he was going to need to go to the
That
restroom.
Matt was going to.
Bro, we
Yeah.
have 2 bathrooms.
But Dad's sick in the other one. I wasn't going to use that one.
He was fine yesterday.
Yeah, well, then still, like the rest of the weekend, you were still pretty bad.
My dad had the rest of the weekend. What are you talking about? Oh, he was pretty bad. Not yeah.
You were pretty bad.
I
on
had
Sunday?
the patty melt yesterday.
On Sunday, though, from Saturday night on to Sunday.
I was fine.
No, you weren't. Me and Mo were sitting down playing video games, and you were like back and forth, like 20 minutes in, out for 5, back in for 30, out for 5, back in for 20, out for 5.
Like this is very exaggerated. I don't
No.
remember.
I swear, I counted.
No, that's the worst. When you go to the bathroom and then you think you're done, and then you leave, and like 5 minutes later,
You're
you're
not.
like, I'm not done.
One time that happened to me at the movies, and I kept. It was right when my IBS just started up, so I didn't know what was happening. So I had 2 tacos, plain chicken tacos, nothing on it. Go to sit down, and my anxiety builds up. So then I need to go poop. So I run to the restroom, don't go back. 5 minutes later, I have to go. Run to the restroom.
But is it a new sense of like I need to poop again, or is it like
I think it's ready.
I didn't finish.
Yeah, that kind of like I didn't finish. Like it's still there, but like it doesn't come out. You know.
Dylan, how's your weekend?
It was good. It was great, man.
What'd you do? Did you get dressed up?
I did. I went to
Why?
I went to a Great Gatsby party for my friend.
What's the Great Gatsby?
I have no idea. all they told me was to dress up, so I wore a button up. That's as much as I'm gonna do. But I also did get a new suit.
I'm glad you didn't wear it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It was a pretty fun night. I danced with the aunties. I danced, and I for some reason they chose me to carry the cake. I was under the influence and didn't think it would be a good idea. But when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade
And take pictures with
with all the aunties. And I did both those things. And so I got the cake, and
How big is it?
Dude, it was like probably this tall, and on a little
Just
circular.
describe it to me.
A little circular cardboard platform, right? Not lifted at all. It's like you have to pull it with your fingertips and get your hand under it. It was very, very unstable, and it was like bending in because the cake was so heavy, and it was like a bunch of black cream on it and stuff. It looked good, but I just was like, how am I gonna walk this through the dance floor, through the party, and get it on the table? And so I was like, I was so focused, dude. It was so hard, and so I was like taking the slowest steps, and all the aunties were like crawling, like walking with me, like, oh, okay. So finally, I get it on the table, and they want it in the middle. So they're like, put it in the middle. I go, okay. So I try to pull it in the middle of my fingertips, and I can't get it. And my friend Vivi, who's a shout out to Vivi, it was her birthday.
Happy birthday.
She went to go help me push the cake in, but instead of pushing the cake in, she missed the platform, pushed her whole hand into the cake, and pulled out her hand. It was just black with a bunch of chocolate cake all over it. And I was like, oh no. And she starts eating it.
So she's drunk at this point.
She's pretty drunk. And she starts eating it, and she looks at me and smiles. She's all happy, and all her teeth are black. And I went, Vivi, brush your teeth. Go do something. Your teeth are black.
No.
I was like, she still has to take pictures and stuff, too. So she goes, does her thing. We fix the cake. It looks okay, but now there's like a big handprint within. But luckily, it wasn't mine. That's all I cared about. I'm not going to ruin anyone's birthday.
And no one can get mad at her. It's her birthday.
Exactly. So party goes on. I start dancing with this girl that I thought was pretty cute. And we start hitting things off.
Shouty touty.
See, Dalton
so-
on the prowl.
throughout the night, we're dancing. And
And it's just going well.
it's going well, and I'm taking her to go get shots. Like she says wants to take shots, and I was like, good. I love tequila. Let's go. So every 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I would take her to go get a shot. And this was like around 9ish, 9:30.
Any water between those shots?
No, not at all. And she just kept saying yeah, and then it would be like 5 minutes from the last time we took a shot. She'd be like, "You want to take another one?" And I was like, "All right, I'm down. I love to take shots." So we're like we're pretty hefty, pretty deep into it, and she.
Pretty hefty.
Dude, I felt fat from all the alcohol in my body.
Tell people you're drunk. You're like, I'm pretty hefty right now.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's like that's the only way I can describe it is hefty.
Hefty.
So
hefty.
I was planning on getting this girl's number, but but she's like, okay, I have to go to the restroom, and I was like, I guess that's a no, and that's okay. I had a good time. So she goes away into the restroom. I don't see her for like 20 minutes. I say bye to everyone. I'm leaving with my friend, and as we're leaving, I see her crawl out of the doorway and just starts throwing up in the bushes profusely in front of me, and I was like, bye, and I kept walking. I was like, what am I gonna do?
Tequila 1, Dalton 0.
Dalton 0. But it was fun nonetheless. I had a great time.
Good. Dalton, dude, what would you call the burger if In-N-Out made a Whopper? What would you call it? Like, should that be allowed?
I would call that just an animal style burger.
If In-N-Out made the Whopper,
I mean, that's pretty much animal style for a Whopper,
like,
right?
if In-N-Out made a burger that tasted like another burger, so say they made a burger that tasted like a Whopper, would it be an In-N-Out burger or would it be a Whopper?
If they're trying to impersonate a Whopper, it would be a Whopper.
Because Lay's released some chips that taste like other chips. One example is Doritos Cool Ranch.
so there's a Lay's chip
Okay.
that has the
Catching on to
flavor
this.
of Doritos Cool Ranch.
What is the flavor called?
Doritos
It's
Cool
called-
Ranch.
Is it really? Oh my god! Fuck. We gotta try these guys.
Wait, is Doritos owned by Lay's?
I think these are all Lay's.
But then why wouldn't you just get Dorito Cool Ranch?
Texture is the name of the
Well,
game.
you know that is true though. A Lay's is a much lighter chip. And you got to think about Lay's and Doritos. Lay's are the classic. They're the classic chip you see.
Look.
But a Dorito is kind of
The perfect
hard,
triangle.
more rigid. There's more crunch than flavor to it sometimes. I don't enjoy Doritos. I actually don't really enjoy a lot of chips.
Me
not a big
either.
chip. I'm not a chip guy.
Except for the hickory smoked barbecue
Ooh,
chips.
fuck.
yeah.
Those
are
ones,
fucking
those
good.
we should never bring. We always brought those to parties, and they were always like gone within
I
like
know.
5 minutes, dude.
I wish I liked chips. Monique loves pickle chips. Have you ever had pickle chips?
No, but I saw her run to the thing yesterday and be like, yes, it's still here. I'm like, no, we don't eat those.
Oh, I love that woman. Yeah, but okay, I have a problem with the Funyun one though, because I feel like that's a very like iconic experience. When you,
You know what, though? I would enjoy Funyuns in a Lay's form because I like the flavor of Funyuns, but I don't like how hard it is to eat.
It does fuck up
Why
the
is
roof
it
of your
hard
mouth.
to eat?
Because it's in, like the circle, it's
Is it-
super hard.
Because there's so
For a
much
chip.
empty space in the middle, right?
Yeah, and it's like I get what they're going for.
Okay, but how-
it's like give me the flavor, man.
Okay, when you're eating a Funyun, how many times did you take a bite and then put the Funyun in your mouth like it was a mouth guard?
That's pretty cool.
No, you never did that?
I did.
It'd
No?
be so gross to put on your teeth.
I didn't have Funyuns that much.
I would put my tongue in them, like it was like a ring, and I put my tongue through it, and I would see how many things I could put my tongue in.
Wait, say that again?
Like, you know how they were like all little rings? I would just
They weren't
put-
that small, though.
Some of them were.
Oh, okay.
And you could put your tongue in it, and then you just keep stacking them on your tongue until they break.
How
That's
many-
how I ate
what was,
Funyuns.
what was your record?
Like 3.
Dang, yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty big.
They got pretty big pretty fast.
So there's Doritos, Cool Ranch, Funyuns, any other flavors? Cheese?
One article said Cheetos, but I'm not seeing that anywhere else.
Cheetos?
Yeah.
Liar, they did it for the clickbait.
Yeah.
Clickbait for sure.
Lay's
Well,
tasting
but we
like
have to.
Cheetos?
Does that mean we have to do another chip review? Because
Do all the chip reviews.
I'm guessing it's our thing now, man.
All right, Natalie, you heard it. You gotta
Shouty-
get us the chips.
I'm gonna give shouty touty to Matthew
These aren't Pringles.
Matthew
though.
Drumm for taking over the TikTok.
You
And
guys
doing
might
it.
be thinking, wow, you guys are like kind of more consistent, except for yesterday when I totally forgot to do it again.
And you know what? But he's been doing a really good job. So I want us all to thank him for, pushing harder every day to post these TikToks because he's really trying.
Are you happy that he's taking this over?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great
guys.
job.
I appreciate
Very
the
proud
praise.
of you, Matt.
I appreciate it. Now, no more praise for the rest of the podcast. Thank you. All right.
Spicy nipples.
So I heard this story over the weekend about this guy named Timothy Treadwell.
Uh-oh.
I already love the
With a name like Treadwell, something's bound to go wrong.
Oh no, TT's here.
And this came up because we were telling someone about how certain people thought that there was a bear at our campsite. when we went to Tahoe.
Names shall not be named.
And someone was like, "Oh man, dude!" And so remember, like the two of the people who thought it was, one is like very paranoid about camping in like danger and nature and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and so
she's
we're
very
telling
safe.
this story, and someone else comes up and goes like, "Oh my God, is that like that dude?
Oh no,
who lived with the bears and then got killed and eaten by one?"
Oh gosh,
and then just was like, "Yeah, that happened," and then just kept moving on.
Nice.
I was like, "What is this?" So
and
I
trauma
looked
was induced.
I looked it up, and it's this guy who is a real character, but they made a documentary about him called
I've seen
Grizzly Man. You have seen it?
Yeah, I've seen
All
it.
right, you want to talk about it then?
I mean, it was a long time ago. This is an old story. Basically, this guy lived in like the woods, middle of nowhere, and started feeding all these bears. And the bears, like,
Wild bears.
Yeah. And so he thought he could domesticate them. And this is like the third time I've talked about this week. Like, I don't understand why people think they can domesticate these wild animals. Like, sure, maybe dogs were successful. Maybe cats were successful. Reptiles, slightly successful. I still think they're trying to find a way to kill you 90% of the time. They just are way too fucking smart.
For sure.
But like bears and lions and these like huge exotic animals, it makes zero sense to me why you would want one. Has Dad told you the panther story?
Oh, I think so.
So my dad went to this shop, and when he walked in, somehow my dad has a knack for just finding a way to be in places that he should not be at, the perfect time.
He does that, and I noticed he can do that anywhere because we would be with him. And then all of a sudden, he'd be like, "Dad, are we supposed to be here?" He's like, "It's fine." We keep walking, and like we're in the behind the store, like walking in the back of everything.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Dad,
yeah, it's good." And I feel like he's just such a large human that he just has no fear.
He's like, "No one's gonna stop me."
Yeah, but so anyways, so he walks into this place. He ends up, I forget what the way the story goes, but somehow he walks and he sees, I'm getting attacked by this fucking fly. And he sees this fucking like panther. This guy had a panther, like a pet panther in his shop. Mm-hmm. And he was like chained to the wall. And so then the guy sees my dad notice this. And he gets kind of like, oh shit, like is this guy gonna like call the cops? And my dad tells him, oh no, like don't worry about it, but like, can I get a little closer to see? And the guy's all, yeah, sure. So my dad says he gets closer. And as he gets closer, the panther like fucking like roars. Wow. And my dad's like, it was fucking creepy.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would be so scary,
but
dude.
It just makes zero sense in my head. Like, just let the animals run free. Don't bring them inside your house. It's like the dude that lived with like 13 Komodo dragons and then fucking like died because they ate him.
Oh, so it's the same kind of thing.
I don't know. I think I just said 13.
But it's a common occurrence where people like try and take these animals in and they just get eaten by them at some point.
Or they try to tame nature.
Yeah. The one thing that scares me and that I love at the same time is monkeys. I want a monkey, but I also heard they rip your eyes out, and I really don't want that to happen.
Yep.
When they get
When
mad,
do they rip your eyes
they
out?
throw tantrums, and they'll like
do
start.
they think your eyes are like feces?
Well, here's the thing: is like no. First of all, I don't know where you're getting this
They
from.
want to grab their feces.
No,
and
but
toss it out.
they'll do that, but also like when they get mad and have tantrums or they're not getting what they want, they'll rip out things that are vulnerable to you, and your eyes are the most vulnerable.
Are they?
Well, I don't think they really think about that when you have pants on. You know what I mean?
So it's whatever they can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? This fucking fly.
This fly's pissing me off. We're gonna kill it on our break. Good. But yeah, no. And the monkeys are weird. Like I know our friend Carbar doesn't like them because they have thumbs.
She can't stand the
She's
side
very
of them.
uncomfortable.
Raccoons have thumbs too, though.
Have you ever seen a raccoon steal food?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Have you ever
It's
seen
the cutest thing in the world.
baby raccoon?
Oh, dude, a possum ran in the gym. Did I tell you this story?
Ran into the gym?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so a couple days ago, it was raining outside, and so
That was so weird too.
we started working
Yeah.
out or whatever, and I left the front door of the gym open so we could get some fresh air in. And while I was doing that, like I'm like walking around, and all of a sudden I hear this scream from one of my members. And I turn around, and there's this freaking possum that it didn't help that it just looked fucking like beat because it was in the rain. So like it's like fur or whatever was like just all just crazy. And it starts running in the gym, and I felt bad because it just wanted shelter. However, wrong place, wrong time, Mr. Possum. So I like didn't know what to do. I like was like stuck. I was like, do I chase after it or do I go get a broom, something that like isn't my body part that I have to like shoot this out with? And so luckily, my boss Ruben was there and he started clapping, and then like we all like kind of like corralled it and clapped it out of the gym.
You hurried it out.
Is that how you do that?
They're scared of noise.
Yeah.
You know?
So
it's like a berry. Be
make
loud.
noises and make it run away.
And it would still move. It didn't stop and play.
No.
Dead.
No. We actually got pretty close to it too. It
It didn't do that gross thing that most possums do, where it's like it like stops and stares at you and then slowly opens its mouth.
No.
Yeah.
No. No, I think there was enough room. Like it was open enough to where there wasn't like
That's gross.
there wasn't a. It didn't feel threatened.
Oh, okay.
So
it just had
that's good,
places
man.
to move.
Yeah.
So
And
you took it on a whole circle back out the front door?
No, it ran right down the AstroTurf, and so it was Ruben and me and then MP. So we just clapped and stopped it from running across the gym.
Man, shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it was wild. Anyways, this guy got eaten by 13 by grizzly bears.
Sucks to suck, man.
He spent 8 summers with them, and he like learned to live among them, and they were all totally fine with him. And then the last time he went,
Took their honey.
it said he went too late in the summer, so all the bears that were used to him had already gone into hibernation.
Oh.
And it was a new set of bears that had come in.
Oh, shit.
And it was a summer where the food was scarce. So
so
there
they
was
were
already
super
low
hungry?
levels of bear.
They were
food.
hungry.
Yeah, and they were getting to be desperate. So
One of my professors in college lived with orangutans. Fun fact.
Have you seen that orangutan?
That the one that picks up the glasses and the freaking.
Yes.
Oh, I love orangutans. Are cool.
Yes.
So she like specialized in orangutan
ugh.
like zoology or something. I don't
They're
know.
amazing creatures.
But she literally like went out there and she studied orangutans and lived with them for like 6 years.
What more is there to study about orangutans? You ever wonder that? Like,
It's like anything though. The more you get into something, the more questions you have.
that's what I was just thinking about. Like, there's like people that are into like, there's this mushroom documentary on Netflix that I was watching.
Oh, dude, mushrooms are wild.
Dude, it was insane.
you know what's crazy is that there was a time me and Matt watched a documentary about soil, and you would not stop making fun of us about it.
Oh,
yeah,
And
I
now
mean,
you-
I still to this day
and
will
now-
not watch that dumbass documentary.
And now-
Watched a
and now
documentary
you're-
of mushrooms.
Now you're enthusiastically telling us about mushrooms.
But mushrooms are so beautiful how they grow
How do they grow, Dalton?
out of the
from
ground.
the soil?
Yeah.
Actually, there's people that like praise and like worship mushrooms because it's like the all around life cycle. It's like spores, starts out as spores, and spores
Everything
turn
is-
into whatever. And,
Everything goes through the life cycle.
yeah, but like mushrooms are always involved.
Except cockroaches, because those fuckers never die.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. You got to think about what those things have. Are they like so tiny that even a nuclear bomb, like why does that happen? Why can't a nuclear bomb take out a cockroach? Can you answer me that, please? I've had that question for so many
Time
years.
for destruction, Dave.
Do you want me to actually look it
Yeah,
up?
Dude,
Kenny,
this is
because
a
I
serious
actually
question.
don't
I'm
know the
dead
answer
ass.
to this.
Why?
Can you highlight
do
that
Mitch
green,
knows the
please?
fucking answer. I know he knows.
cockroaches survive
they have a
atomic bomb?
They protect themselves.
Let's see.
Space in the sky and the stars look this way, and when they look,
Maybe if you stop worshiping crystals and reading a little bit, you would understand.
oh my god, that picture of Mitchell though,
Which one?
the one of him at Disneyland.
Oh, with the fucking
Bro,
emu.
I looked at it and I was like, "This is my life." I had a second thought about putting that on as my screensaver.
Dude, you should.
I was like, he just is so content and happy. He has his ice cream in one hand, his emu leg in the other, and he's just enjoying himself.
Yeah.
If you guys are wondering what the emu leg is, it's actually called the turkey leg, but it's used with emus, so it's not actually a turkey leg.
Where is this at?
Disneyland.
You know it's from the movie that we watched, right?
What movie?
It's like
about
called
soil.
The Escape from Tomorrow
Escape
one.
from Tomorrowland. It's not actually emu.
The one where they said like all the princesses were high class escorts too, and
Yeah, you didn't watch it.
No, I saw the emu thing on TikTok.
Yeah, it's from that movie. That's
well,
how.
it's just it's a popular urban legend.
Oh, it's not real?
No,
No,
We debunked it here first for you guys. You're welcome. Emu.
it's not canon.
It's but those turkey legs are obnoxiously big.
Did you find why cockroaches?
Yeah, I found it. So, the urban legend of cockroaches surviving nuclear bombs comes from the fact that like the research they did showed that after Hiroshima and Nagasaki, throwback,
Don't.
It's history.
The cockroaches were the most active sign of life in that area. And so,
Imagine the quietness.
That's creepy.
except for the sound of cockroach legs.
Yeah.
We're talking about poop. We're talking about cockroaches on this one. It's
That's a
good
nasty
episode.
one. Nasty boys.
Dirty boys.
So roaches have a much slower cell reproduction cycle.
So wouldn't that make them die easier?
Hold on.
Can-
I didn't hear the sentence you just said.
They have a much slower cell reproduction cycle.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Understood.
What did you think we were talking about?
I had no idea what we were talking about for a second.
Which means they can withstand radiation unless they're going through the molting process or exoskeleton growing phase. So I'm guessing what that means is that radiation affects your cell reproduction. So like every time your cells reproduce, they reproduce a little bit mutated because the radiation is like affecting that cycle. And it mutates far enough that your body's like, no, this is a foreign object now. I need to destroy it. And then you slowly destroy yourself from within. So if roaches go at like half that speed, then it's going to take a lot longer for its body to say, hey, this is not.
But wouldn't impact alone fuck them up?
Well, this is where it says they can squeeze through a crevice as thin as a quarter of their body height in less than a second. They can run at a speed of 50 body lengths per second.
Good lord.
What the fuck?
Could you imagine seeing a cockroach move that
Yo,
fast?
we need a cockroach segment.
cockroach races?
Equivalent to a human running at 320 kilometers an hour.
How are these? How is that possible? Are cockroaches the superior race?
No, they're an insect.
They can withstand forces more than 900 times their body weight.
They're basically the Incredible Hulk of
I
their
wonder.
kind.
I wonder who or what the fastest insect is, because I feel like an
Well,
ant.
it sounds like it's the cockroach.
No,
to
I
me.
think an ant's got them beat.
No way. David, check that out.
They can live for nearly a week without their heads.
Yep.
Right on.
And they
Sometimes.
don't bleed out. And the neck seals off the opening. And then they
Dude.
die of thirst.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all things, they survived.
They're like, fuck, I'm thirsty.
Because they don't have a head to drink water from.
Oh, so that's how they actually die. Interesting. Huh.
And then they have
Wow.
impressive, while they cannot regenerate their heads, they are blessed with impressive regenerating powers for limbs, antenna, and even eyes.
So everything
That's
except
insane.
the actual head is able to be remade. Crazy.
I love that. Man, cockroaches are amazing.
The more you know.
The more you know. That's so cool, though.
They can breathe, hold their breath for 40 minutes.
Crazy.
We need to be taking some notes from those guys.
Fastest insect.
I'm calling a red ant.
You're calling a red ant?
Yeah.
What do you think, Matt?
I feel like is a bee an insect?
No. Bee's pretty much a bird.
Bee is an insect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a bee.
All right.
All right. Shoot. Where is it? So it shows that the fastest insect on land,
So is
according to the Guinness World
on,
Records.
on land, because a bee's in the air.
Yeah, bee's in
That
the
is
air,
an
man.
aerial
Don't-
insect.
Don't fuck this up.
I think it's an ant.
Wait, can I change my answer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go praying mantis.
Praying mantis?
Yeah.
You've seen-
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Thanks, man.
The answer is the Australian tiger beetle.
That sounds terrifying. I don't even want to see what that looks like.
Put a picture up so
Put a
our
picture
viewers
up
can
here.
see.
Of the Australian tiger beetle?
Yeah,
They can run 5.5 miles an hour
Whoa.
at
at their how big are
that
they?
big.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
Imagine that thing running towards you.
And then other than them, it's cockroaches.
Really?
Dude, cockroaches again.
Certain large cockroaches run at a speed of 3.36 miles per hour.
That's terrifying. I don't even want to.
That's a trip.
The fastest flying insect is a dragonfly.
Huh. Is it true that a dragonfly's lifespan is 24 hours? I feel like I've said this fun fact a lot, and I don't actually know if it's true.
That's,
I do the
that's
same
like,
thing,
that's
too.
Like fleas. I thought fleas had a life cycle.
I thought it was a dragonfly, and I think we've gone over this before.
Ah, man.
Mitch is over here like, It was episode 14.
A dragonfly,
stars are aligned.
a dragonfly has a life cycle of a year.
Huh.
No. This one
Wow.
says 6 months.
Huh.
That's
6
not
months.
bad. That's still a pretty long time, I feel.
I wonder if they perceive time the same way as us.
No.
Okay.
It's just like the same for dogs. Like
Mayfly.
The dogs don't perceive time the
How
same
was
way.
that?
Mayflies live for about 24 hours.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Something in the air.
What are fruit flies are a problem somewhere, right?
On fruit.
I guess but I heard like fruit flies are like they gather like there's a lot of them.
I don't know. Tell us your favorite insect while we take a break.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay. All right. Welcome
And we're
back.
back. All right.
Welcome back. Why do I keep clipping? You hear that? I'm back. Why does it do that? Can we fix that at some
It's
point?
just your voice, dude.
It's not my voice. My voice doesn't sound like that.
You're good.
Okay. Today we will be doing some slang trivia with Matt Drumm,
I'm Matt Drumm.
and this is going to be our British edition.
Or what?
British edition.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so
All right.
so Dalton, you have to do this whole both of you have to do this whole segment
We're doing this tipsy-turvy.
I can't.
in a British accent.
I cannot. That's my best British accent.
We'll be trying this for some fun here.
You have to at least try the first
Let's
sentence
see
of
what we
whatever
got
you say
here.
in an accent. And then you can go through.
Is mate English or is that
All
Australian?
right, here we go.
It's both.
That's Australian. You sound like the fucking crocodile hunter.
Now, here's what we're going to do. You're going to listen to me. You're going to shut the fuck up until you fucking know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right.
That's his go-to. Anytime he starts losing it, he goes
Conor
back to
McGregor.
you fucking what, mate? Okay, we're back.
First one is Bagsy.
Bagsy?
Bagsy, give me the definition.
So when you use it in a sentence, it has to be with the accent.
It's when you describe somebody when they're wearing baggy clothes.
Use it in a sentence.
I only have Australian in my head.
Then do it, dude.
Try it.
Who cares? Just fucking do it.
Will you give me a second?
Well,
You fucking twat.
they didn't even use the word, you dumbass.
The twat is Bagsy. In it.
So not a close at all. It's actually that a Bagsy is the equivalent of calling shotgun or dibs.
Bagsy?
I got Bagsy.
Bagsy. Bagsy.
They'd be like, "Hey, I have some extra fries. Do you want
Bagsy.
some Bagsy?"
All right, ready for the next one?
Yes, Dalton, go for it.
Benda.
Benda?
Benda.
It's when you drink for like 4 days straight and you go on a bender.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to know this one either way.
I knew he was going to do this.
Yeah,
one either
Benders
way.
are easy. I thought it'd be different, though. That's kind of weird.
Because Bender has been Americanized.
Yeah, we
Or
use
it's been
it.
taken by the Americans.
So it comes from England?
It comes from an English word.
And so is it like, okay, but is it like to drink alcohol or is it like I've been on a bender
No,
with like
it's drinking, excessive drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For more than 24 hours.
All right. Hey, I got one right. I never
Good
really
job.
get one
You
right.
got one
You did
right.
good.
Yeah, you're one for two.
Ready for the next one?
50%.
All right. It's cream cracked.
Cream cracked?
Not
Cream
quite.
cracked.
Not quite, Dalton.
Cream crackered. Cream crackered.
Cream crackered? Oh, God.
What's the definition?
Cream crackered. It's when somebody falls really hard and they like wipe out. It's like they got cream crackered.
So how would you use it in a sentence?
British accent.
Yes, I got that.
Where the
Pip
fuck?
Cheerio, that might got cream crackered.
What was the point with Pip and Cheerio?
I don't know. That's how I feel like everybody starts their sentence.
So cream crackered means extremely tired. It also rhymes with knackered. Knacker would slaughter. Knacker would slaughter old, worn-out horses. So going to the knacker's yard meant you were old and worn and ready to die. I have no idea what that has to do with cream crackered.
So it comes.
David made me say
It
it.
comes from the British slang "knackered."
Okay.
Like, I'm knackered.
Yeah.
Which means that you're super
You're
tired
tired,
and worn
yeah.
out. And it's just one of those ones where people are like, "knackered, crackered." I'm cream crackered.
I mean,
Nope, doesn't make sense.
everything makes more sense than like the name origins that we went over like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ready?
yes.
Oh, Dalton, when you do these, give it like a full intro instead of just saying the word.
What do you mean?
So instead of like cream crackered, you'd be like, what does cream crackered mean?
Okay. What does cheeky mean?
Turkey?
Cheeky.
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 It's what Dalton is all the time. It's like you're being a little ornery. You're being like a little ass.
Uh-huh.
You're being a brat. You're being a little cheeky today.
All right. Say it in a sentence.
Dalton's being cheeky today.
What would he have to do? What would he have to do to be cheeky?
I don't know.
What would I be doing? What would I be doing? What did I do today that was cheeky to you?
It would. I mean, nothing. It's just
Exactly, because I'm not.
no. You normally are.
Point
Today was
proven.
different. Like it would be one of those things where like, say you got hurt and you were in a bad mood, and I was like honestly trying to help you,
Yeah.
and you're just being sarcastic the whole time. You're just being a dick.
Right on. So cheeky means impolite or shameless, but in a funny or endearing way.
Oh, okay.
Period. Mischievous.
Yeah, that's you.
All right. This next definition or this next word. How did you want me to start these?
Just say what does.
I'm not used to doing this.
Just say what does.
What does "give me a tinkle on the blower" mean?
That was Australian, by the way.
Is that
That's the only way
is
it
that
can
a way
go.
of asking for a blowjob? A tinkle on the
Use it in a
blower?
sentence.
Give me a tinkle on the blower.
Give me a tinkle on the blower.
I don't. Probably closer.
Better?
A tinkle on the blower.
Ollie, give me a tinkle on the blower. There we go.
Yes, exactly
better.
like that. Can I have
Let's hear it.
can I have a tinkle on the blower?
Okay, so
Love.
all right. So give me a tinkle on the blower means give me a call or ring me. Tinkle is the ring of a phone, and blower is the device used on prepaid phones.
Is that actually what they call phones? Blowers?
In England.
Or instead of burner phones, they
Yeah.
have blower phones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay.
All right. Well, that's one out of however many there
One
was.
out of 5.
1 out of 5. It's way better than normal.
That's great.
Actually, no. There was that one time I got like 3.
Yo, hey,
Dalton
David,
was so mad.
I know me and Matt. I like you made me share segments with Matthew, but now like I don't even get to have fun with this segment. Is there going to be a point in time where things are changed and I could maybe try this? Because I think I'd be really good at this.
You want to
Well, that's the whole point.
No, I want to pick definition, and I want you to give me the question.
Oh,
and me
you
answer.
have to guess the slang.
Yeah,
trivia.
because I had to share my 30 seconds with him, and now I don't even have 30 seconds anymore.
Okay, we can do that right now.
Well,
You want to do that really quick? Here.
Yeah, real quick.
Here,
I got it.
No. Let me put in the link for you. You can pick 3 words from here.
You can pick.
From this website, I link into the document.
Okay.
Did you listen to him?
Yeah.
You didn't listen to him.
He's putting a link in the document.
That face you made was completely saying, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Okay, David. Did you see his face?
I did. That's
Yeah.
why I'm worried.
Yeah.
Because he already started looking for something.
He already had
before
something in
I
mind.
put the link in.
Was it this link right here?
The link I put right at the bottom of that. Yeah. It's not like a... It's just, that one.
I guarantee you 3 out of 3.
I don't
Guarantee.
think you're going to get 3 out of 3.
Guarantee fucking 3 out of 3. I know this shit, dude. I know British people.
I don't believe you.
Is that aggressive? I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
All right,
All
you guys.
right.
1 for 6 or 7 or whatever. Pretty good.
1 for 5.
All right, 1 for 5. Pretty solid. We just
Take
add
it
that
down.
to an L column, you know.
Now we are going to hit our new or our original
Our bi-weekly segment.
1, 2, 3. The boys' room. And this is a segment where we talk about stuff in our room
In the boys' room.
at break.
Because we're boys.
Wait a minute. Why does it say at break?
In the room.
Oh, that's when I was going to put them in there.
Oh.
Wow, you'll really just read whatever I write.
I
in here,
do.
don't
I
you?
read everything.
Cool. All right, so we got 4...
We also did not kill these flies.
4 stories for this, and today actually the theme is some of these are funny and some of these are just I was reading them and was like, what is even happening?
I'll read the first one.
But the way for this to work, you guys need to be the ones reading them.
Oh, okay.
So yes, we'll go one at a time. I mean, you could read them together, but we can also go one at a time.
Fiance doesn't seem to want to be engaged in front of other people. Stop, you fucking piece of shit. So I've been with my partner for 3 years, and I love him. We get along well, own a home together, and have always vaguely planned on getting married. He brought home rings from his great-great-grandma and great-great-grandma and asked which I would like. I told him we got it resized, and we didn't have like an official thing, but we said we were engaged.
So she's got the ring.
Here comes the issues. So many red flags.
I don't know. There's like notes on either side, so you have to sing it.
Here comes the issues. So many red flags. So I told is that good or no? No one
That was great.
No one gave me any reaction.
was
I
great.
have had nothing.
I just want to know the rest of the story.
So I told some close lady friends who were over for dinner later. Later, we did a double date with one of the girls, and she said something about being engaged. And he says, "Well, I haven't even asked her yet," making me look like I'd imagined the whole thing or was forcing his hand. We get over this, we talk a lot, and let the engagement go on the back burner off our minds. Then we get a hotel a month or so later and have a fancy dinner, and we decide that's our celebration to be engaged.
Now at dinner. Specifically for them to be engaged.
Then, a week or so later, we're at what?
So he doesn't ask. They just decide at dinner.
That they're celebrating their
I think
engagement.
just at dinner, they're like, all right, this is, cheers to being engaged.
Okay. So he acknowledges it?
Yes. So then a week later or so, we're at dinner with a bunch of friends, and I show my ring to a friend, and she freaks out and gets really excited and says, "You're engaged." And my partner says, apparently, like zero enthusiasm. His best friend is there, and he doesn't even know. He hasn't told anyone. He doesn't seem excited. I genuinely don't understand. I know everyone reacts differently, but I put no pressure on him to get these rings or marry me, and now it just feels weird. Like we can't even be engaged successfully. How the fuck can we be married? How do I proceed with this? I don't want to end anything, but being engaged after all this strangeness doesn't feel great either. He doesn't know how to show emotion.
Run.
This guy doesn't know how to like. He's like, those people that like have a hard time showing, not like emotion, but like showing like a different side of them to people. Like they want to be a stone wall, they want to be the strong guy, but they're really excited, but they're only excited behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But they have to be the tough guy.
Yeah.
That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. This guy doesn't know how to show his emotion. He feels like a...
Yeah, but that's also like an issue of like, do you actually want to do this? Because like...
Why don't they just have a fucking conversation? Are we engaged or not?
They had a dinner where
they
were celebrating it, but like, did they have a conversation afterwards, being like, okay, are we really engaged?
Maybe this guy's just really bad at jokes, and he's like trying to be sarcastic, and it's just not.
Maybe she's just not reading into it.
Engaged to her.
Because it might be like such a like if it's obviously if she's writing on the internet about it, like it's such a sensitive topic that maybe he's like being like apparently, and everybody's laughing, but she's just hearing that and is like,
she's like, oh, he doesn't want to marry me.
Yeah,
I guess so. It could be perceived both ways, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. And I feel like there's a lot of like pre-relationship stuff.
He hasn't told his best friends or any of his friends.
Yeah, she should find out why and stop asking people on the internet and ask him.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't have a segment. So thank you for asking the internet.
Wow, that's weird though. That I could understand why she's thrown off. She's like, yeah, we're engaged. And he goes, apparently.
Yeah,
I could see him going, apparently.
So is it the second one that causes more of a problem for you guys than the first one?
What was the first one?
The first one's when they like got the ring, they got it resized. He gave it to her, but he never like officially did anything.
That makes sense to me.
Someone brought it up, and he was like, "Well, I haven't even asked her yet."
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I could see that being something of like they go and they get it resized, and then she gets so excited that she like takes it and starts wearing it. And he's like, "Oh, like I never got to like ask you."
Yeah.
We didn't have like an official thing, but we said we were engaged.
I don't know how much is on her side though. She should be like, we said, but it could just be her and her just being like, oh, obviously you're on the same page as me.
Yeah, but it could also be him being like, yeah, absolutely. And then around people, he's like, oh, yeah, maybe.
That's interesting.
If you like me.
It's just, I would never, I'd be like, fuck yeah. I wouldn't be like, apparently. It's crazy to me.
I don't know. Talk to him. Ask, are we engaged or not?
Talk to him or run?
I say talk to him. But then if like that doesn't change, you know, what is he gonna do? Like be at the wedding? Like, well, I guess since we're here, you know what I mean?
At every single like wedding planning session.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, good Lord.
On to the next one, guys.
The next one set up?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, let's hear it.
And title says, would I start reading the update?
No, skip the update.
Just start with the second paragraph?
Yeah.
Bare bones
All right,
it, dog.
cool. Help! I accidentally sent my mom my sex video. Not the whole thing, just a snippet. Long story
nice.
short, me, 23 female, and my partner, 25 male, had just returned from holiday where we obviously took loads of pics. We also filmed a couple sex videos on his iPhone. He has an iPhone which automatically creates these collages of pictures to celebrate an event if it recognizes you taking a lot of pics in a short space of time.
All right, so what's so funny
Dalton and I have one of these. Not a sex video. But
I was like, wait a minute, Matt. Oh. Oh. It got so hot in here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fuck.
We'll explain the collage in a second.
We should explain it now.
No, we got to finish the story. So he sends me this collage with the caption, opening quote, cute holiday collage, closing quote. I watched the first 10 seconds or so, which are very cute and tame. It mainly pics of us at the beach looking coupley. So I forward it to my mom, assuming it's all good, and a sweet vid to show her our time away. What I didn't realize is towards the end, there's a clip of my boyfriend throat fucking me as my head dangles off the side of the bed.
Holy shit.
My boyfriend said the caption was meant to be funny as the sex clip appears to be unexpectedly amongst all the other clips and photos. I obviously then clocked what he meant and realized my awful mistake. My mom has seen it now and my boyfriend is panicking about how I could have sent it without watching the whole way through. I'm literally mortified. She hasn't said anything, but I'm not really sure what approach to take here. What should I do?
Oh my god.
It's like that movie where they send a sex video to the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all,
It goes to
it's in the
everyone.
cloud. We'll bring it down. You don't bring it down. You don't understand the cloud. No one understands the cloud. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a
terrifying.
fun conversation.
That is terrifying. Could you imagine?
No,
Ugh.
it wouldn't happen.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
It'd be kind of funny though.
Here, I'll be mom. Call me.
How
How could you?
You think your mom would bring it up to you?
Mom, it should be props. It should be props. Where's the good job, son? Where's the encouragement, Mom?
Dalton, no. I need to wash my eyes out.
But that would actually be the conversation.
That would-
though.
yeah, it would
for
be-
dead ass. That'd be the conversation.
Do you address it or do you just leave it and hope that it never? Well, there's an update that I have to read.
Oh, read the update. Read it now.
Oh, no, we have to talk about it
Let's
first.
Like, what would you do? Would you bring it up to your mom?
Wait, depends. Is it like?
I would immediately call and be like,
You'd suss
"Hey,"
it out?
I would be like, "Hey, have you seen the video that I sent you?" And then based on how quickly the response comes, I know if I need to hang up and move or not. You know, like I need to change my name. I'm no longer your son.
I think I just go. Well,
It is what it is.
don't watch it again if you don't want to see it.
Yeah, I would just be like, "Hey," and then
No, you
hopefully
can't. You
hopefully
can't
she
get out of
hasn't, and then you just be like,
But you know what, dude?
I just need you to trust me." Like, come on, it's your mom. She has to have been on vacation with your dad.
He's throat fucking her. Like, it's not like they're just having sex. Like, it's aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
throat fucking's no joke, dude. Like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, please delete it and let's never talk about this again. Deal, deal. And then I wouldn't see my mother for
I
like
would give it at least 3 months before I would see them.
1,000%.
I was gonna say this. It sounds like it's been a couple days.
That's terrifying.
And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I sent my mom that video," and he was like, "I'm sorry, what? You did what now?"
Oh my god, my heart would drop. Oh fuck, I would flip the fuck out.
What if your dad was the one you sent it to?
I wouldn't care.
I would tell him, I'd be, hey, dude, I would just be, hey, do me a favor, delete that, never talk about this. All right, son. Easy. That one's way easier.
Dad's a lot easier
Do
than
you
mom.
think-
But I feel like it's reverse for it would be reversed. Nah, maybe not. I don't know.
What? Do we want to approach the situation flipped, or do we not even want to go there?
No,
Nah.
no.
Update. Thank you to everyone who replied. My mom still hasn't said anything yet, and neither have I. Decided to sleep on it before I said anything. bold. To those asking if we can be identified, neither of us have a full, clear face shot, but I'd say it's fairly obvious that it's us due to our build, colorings, etc. My boyfriend can be faintly heard saying something over the twinkling sound of the collage music.
No lie, those collage music choices are really good.
They're good. As such, I think my only real option is to apologize, as others have suggested. She's definitely seen it, and too much time has passed now for me to warn her not to. I'm praying she reacts okay and things aren't irreversibly awkward between us all.
Is it one? Okay, so if they go, and I'm guessing they haven't talked about it. It sounds like she has not talked to her about it. So what's going to happen?
Neither of them have brought it up.
Is they're going to wait till a holiday, and they're going to have to see them on a holiday for the first time, and they're just going to act like nothing happened. She has to play dumb, because if she's not going to approach it now, she has to be stupid.
You know, it's going to be like she's going to eat a breadstick at dinner or something. She's going to be like, oh, wow, all that in one bite, huh?
Yeah, literally, that
like
shit.
subtle jabs of can't believe you made me see that.
You sure you don't want to eat that upside down?
So do you want to explain the collage video now?
Yes. So
so our collage video.
So there's a collage video on my phone. It's like, all portraits of yourself. And so the half of the thing is portraits of Matthew.
It's just pictures of me.
Yeah,
the entire time.
All pictures of Matthew, either him with the baby or something. So we're gonna post it because it's pretty funny, to be honest. There's barely any pictures of me on there.
And I was walking by. Dalton was on the couch, and I was walking behind him, and then I saw this thing on his phone that said portraits, and it's just a picture of me standing there smiling.
Yeah.
And I was like, click on that right now. So he clicked on it. We didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be the first picture was me, and then it was going to go on to other pictures of Dalton. But it's really good at identifying this is the person in all these pictures. So it was just picture after picture of me. Because when Dalton and I are babysitting little Brooks, we'll take pictures of each other holding Brooks or whatever. So I have the same thing of Dalton. It was just really funny to sit there and watch all these beautiful pictures of me.
I would like those pictures, by the way.
I would like the ones you have.
I need more for our memes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, next one.
Next one. I believe I can fly. Fuck. Which one am I doing? Friends. There's nothing. Oh, got it. I got it. Friends got busy while I was sat next to them. So, basic background info. I, 22 female, was watching a horror movie with two mates. A 22 female and a 20...
Is there a British theme for this episode?
No.
Because nobody says mates unless they're British.
Oh, right.
All right. Just curious.
A 22 female and a 20 male. We do these 2 or 3 times a month, sometimes with more people, but we drink, play board games, and watch horror movies. In this instance, none of us were drinking. Or were drinking. I'm sorry. I don't know why they say where. We need to fix their grammar. It's saying B.
Because it says.
Why does it have letters?
A is the girl and B is the boy.
Okay, guys. A is the girl and B is the dude. So B was sat between A and I on the one sofa. Why is there a third? Oh, it's her. I on the sofa. We were sharing a duvet. A duvet?
No, you said it right.
A duvet across the three of us. Every time there was a jump scare, I essentially jumped into B. What I didn't know was A was giving a hand job to B under the shared duvet. And B was fingering her back at one point. I touched his dick without realizing it. I found it weird. They would start giggling at each other every now and then. But I didn't think too deep about it at the time. I don't know when they stopped or how long they were doing that. And A confessed it to me a week later, crying because she had cheated on her boyfriend.
Oh, God.
Now, we are supposed to do another round of horror movies this week, but I don't feel comfortable with that situation. I don't want to sit with them because I will be paranoid the whole time. I'm not opposed to sex or exploring, but I feel as though they crossed the line when I tried to explain that I got laughed and...
When I tried to explain that, I got laughed at.
And was told it wasn't a big deal and it didn't concern me. I suppose I'm looking to understand if I'm overreacting. Should I try to push my viewpoint to them or just essentially let it go? Relevant? Why did she say relevant?
No, you don't have to say the last part. You don't have to say that last part.
Okay, cool. I'm tired of reading. It's a lot. That's Okay, I think Horror Nights should be over.
Yeah. No more. Or if you do it again, no blankets.
Yeah, no duvets, man.
Just out in the open.
Just or hopefully not. Hopefully that deters them.
If you have a blanket that fancy called a duvet, bro, just stay away.
Duvet is not a blanket, is it?
It's the
a duvet cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Duvets are dangerous, dude.
Are
Why?
they?
Yeah, man, they're thick and fluffy. Anything could be happening under there.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, nature calls. How old are they? In their 20s?
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's all sad. She cheated on her boyfriend. She was willingly giving a hand job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more Horror Nights. That's kind of
why don't we just take a break? Why are they like, no, we have to do this?
Yeah,
every week?
no. Like,
stop.
You guys can watch horror movies. Like,
Yeah.
you clearly enjoy them.
What do you think about when she would talk to them about it, and they're like, this doesn't concern you. Just
Yeah,
be
then
fine
don't.
with
But
it.
it's in her house or whatever. I mean,
She's
like,
there.
She's there.
At the end of the day, she's there. It's disrespectful towards the person, including if she touched it. Like, she knew what was going on. I think she should have said something at that point. Like, yo, really? Or like, hey.
Yeah, what did she just
I'm
get quiet
go.
and finish the movie? I just would have left. I just be like, all right, have fun.
And did Homeboy finish, or was it just like was he had blue balls
Guess you
after?
gotta check the duvet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. I feel bad for
her. No Horror Nights.
Get new friends.
Yeah. All right, last one.
The last one.
It's a last one. We would love it if Matthew did it in an Australian accent for British Day.
I refuse to watch my nephews and niece, and now my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are angry with me. Wait, how do you have a sister-in-law and brother-in-law?
It's easy. We have a sister and a brother. They get married. Then you have a sister-in-law, brother-in-law.
It's the husband's
Siblings. Understood.
Not what I was thinking.
and their
Okay.
spouse.
Right on.
My husband and I, 32 male, 30 female, frequently watch my nephews and niece since they were young kids. They are 16 male, 14 male, 11 female. The oldest has autism and sometimes has big outbursts, but for the most part, he is capable of doing anything and everything we ask. The disgusting habit they have is refusing to flush the toilet and wash their hands. All caps. All of them do this. The toilet today got so backed up due to a massive amount of toilet paper and shit that there was poop smashed on the seat. So one of the kids had poop on their butt and put on their pants, and the couch smells, and so do my dining table chairs. There was shit on my doorknob, on the bathroom door, as well as my fridge. This is nasty.
Where the fuck?
I am disgusted by this, and I'm at my wits' end. I've talked to the parents before, and they are so nonchalant about their kids having this terrible habit, and have gone so far as to say, well, they're kids. What can you do?
They play with their shit like we all do, I guess.
I know what I did was lose my temper. I know what I did today was lose my temper. I was so angry that I told all of them that I was putting them in diapers and treating them like babies since they were. That I would stand outside of the door and monitor them and make sure they flush. If they lie, which they frequently do when I ask this question, they would go to their rooms without tablets, phones. Well, so the 14-year-old called mom, and mom yelled at me for half an hour saying that the kids don't need to be yelled at. I was so angry, I hung up the phone on her, and now I'm here because I have nowhere to turn for advice. I don't know how to move forward with the relationship with the kids nor their parents.
It's easy.
Don't watch them.
Don't watch them. Literally solved her problem in less than a second. And I understand you love the kids. Great, love the kids.
Yeah, but there has to be a level of respect.
Be like, okay, I'll babysit them at your house. We'll do it at your house.
Mm-hmm.
So you go over to their house. Boom. It's all their shit. If they get shit on the walls, that's their shit on the walls.
Yeah.
On their walls.
And then just leave it for the parents to clean up.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
That's nasty.
I would. Oh, that's fucking disgusting.
How do I continue a relationship with the kids or their parents when I'm at my wits' end?
You need to get away.
There needs to be boundaries. Like, there has to be time away and let the parents deal with it. Like, obviously they've seen it before, you know?
Yeah, they gotta.
And maybe, I mean, I don't like to think this, but maybe the kids are like, oh, like Auntie so-and-so's over. Like, I can do this for whatever reason. Like, I don't see the parents dealing
Like they don't
do it when the parents are home, but only when the aunt's home.
They just walk around with shit because they're like, oh, it's Uncle Matt.
How do you like
time to walk around with shit?
How do you just sit down and be like, oh, that's poop on my ass. I'm gonna poop still, but no one's gonna flush it. How much toilet paper? You got to think about a normal sized toilet bowl here. How much are they filling up this fucker? You know what I mean? Is it all toilet paper and then just the top of it is like shit? And you got to think like, what is the basis? I want to know how they're layering this. Like, are they putting?
You want to know the construction of the toilet bowl full of poop.
I don't think it matters literally.
And then
at all.
how did they get on the doorknob? Did they touch the poop? Did they grab it?
Wow, how else are they gonna get it there?
Well, I'm guessing they sat on it.
What? Then why would their butt touch the doorknob? How massive are these children?
That's exactly what I'm fucking saying. Is how did
they're
they
still
fucking
wiping?
Unless they like grabbed it with the toilet paper. No.
or like
They're
as they're
just-
wiping, they
they're
might have hit
just
their
really-
hand on it.
Or they're just really bad at wiping. That too, yeah.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah, it
Oh my
doesn't
God.
doesn't matter how it happens. Literally doesn't matter at all.
Fucking
There
fix
needs to
your
be
kids.
boundaries, and there needs to be a level of respect between the aunt and the kids, and hopefully the kids and their parents
And
too. I hope this isn't a normal occurrence for the parents.
I'm sure the parents probably do the same thing.
I
hope not.
Their
Like-
walls are just full of shit everywhere.
stop.
I would
Ugh.
never eat dinner at their house.
What if it was like you know how you have all like the little popcorn and spackle on the wall,
I fucking hate popcorn.
but it's like a white wall with brown spackle.
Yeah.
And someone comes in, they're like, "Wow, it's a nice color combination."
Yeah, we worked really hard on that.
No, yeah, not at all. Not at all. Disgusting.
It's actually my personal work.
This has been a very gross episode.
Yes,
This
very
has been.
nasty. We're gonna have to do a disclaimer or something.
Well,
I'm squaring up with this last fucking.
it's very
boy.
gross.
That is
Yeah.
nasty. White and flush like a normal human. Don, what are you squaring up with this week?
I'm squaring up with my shoulder.
Okay, why?
It popped. I had a little paparootski today on my jerk, and I wasn't happy with it. But I did run a really fast 2 miles because I was so pissed off. So that was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Helped me kind of cool down. But I'm pissed with my shoulder. You know, I don't know why, but it just popped out of nowhere. So, David, what are you squaring up with?
I'm squaring up with this canker sore. It's really stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry,
The
dude.
worst.
I don't.
Go get the nasty
The numbing stuff?
Listerine. The golden one.
You have that one.
Yeah,
Give it
What
to
does
me.
it do?
it'll get rid of that shit so fast.
So how do they form? Is it bacteria in your mouth, or is it like I'm thinking it's my braces that
Yeah,
probably
it rubs.
scratched it,
It rubs.
Yeah.
and
irritated
stuff.
it.
Yes. You get a lot of them when you have braces.
Okay.
Happens. That's why I use wax.
Sometimes if you take medication,
I haven't put any wax on this
Yeah.
yet.
Put some wax over
that's
that
probably what it
bracket.
is. Yeah. Matt, what's your woe dude?
My woe dude of the week is that I don't know the Olympic weightlifting, the 109 kilo weight class. The dude that won gold was like 21 years old.
That young?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's so freaking strong. It was dumb. I watched it this morning at like 5 a.m.
That's
Great.
crazy.
I just
so
missed Wes
early.
Kitts though. Bummed about that. He was the American 109 kilogram weightlifter. He got 8th. Lifted well. 2 American records.
Dang.
Wow.
Super sick.
That is awesome.
What about you, Cheese? What was your woe dude?
Oh, mine? Let's go to Dalton.
Okay, Don, what's your woe dude?
It was our new CrossFit male champion.
Justin Madero.
Yeah, that guy's
is this-
badass.
he put numbers up last time too, right?
He did really well
He did
last
really
year.
well last
This
year.
is the first year that Frazier wasn't competing, right?
First
Frazier
year.
also helped him train for the game, so I feel like Frazier also won the games again
Yeah.
without winning the games again.
Well, it worked.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he did
it
good.
was a really, really fun CrossFit Games to watch this year. I mean, Toomey already had it in the bag,
Mm-hmm.
but with the male side, there were so many different storylines and so many people to follow along with. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed this year's CrossFit Games. Okay, Cheese.
Mine is I was watching another one of the water polo games from the Olympics today. It was USA versus Greece, and during the game, one of the commentators was like, "Yeah, these guys are basically swimming a 100-meter freestyle every time they switch possession of the ball."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Holy shit! That was how much we
Yep.
swam. Like that is some serious endurance beyond." The fighting you're doing with players, treading you're doing in the water,
Dude,
and
imagine,
getting
remember the
up
tournaments?
to do passes. Yeah, and we would
Yeah.
do 2 games in a day. Like that I was like, wow, that's a lot more than I thought we were doing.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
That is wild.
Dalton, what got you stoked this week?
What got me stoked this week is, I would say, I got to watch that mushroom show, the mushroom documentary.
Back with the documentary.
Yeah,
All right.
it was dope as fuck, man. You just don't realize how much is involved in everything. It's just cool to see. It's a lot more interesting than soil, so I'm sticking with it. What about you, Matt? What got you stoked this week?
I got cleared to do whatever I want, and my knee is healed up. So
Matthew's a
Right.
superstar. He's actually on.
I'm on Instagram.
I'm on
Shouty
Instagram.
Touty Team Inspired PT. I think that's the name. Our friend Ariel, that's her company. And so if you guys are in Southern California and you're looking for a phenomenal PT to come help you fix
best
all
of the
those
best.
aches and pains, go ahead and follow them. I'll get the Instagram handle right now, and it'll be a link in the description.
A link down below. If you're listening to the podcast, it's in the description.
Yes.
Right, David?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where it will be.
It's at Team Inspire PT. Dr. Ariel Horan.
Go get your PT help.
She's
today.
a doctor. Yeah, no, fucking killed it. And you'll see a video of me doing some knee stuff, looking great. Extra fluffy.
You look fine.
What about you, Cheese? What got you stoked this week?
Honestly,
The waves.
Honestly, today I feel like was the first day where I didn't get here and one of us was tired. Usually me, so it's like more low energy. Today was like
It was fun.
a hell of a day.
We were all excited to see
cracking
each other.
jokes, hanging out. Yeah.
It was fun. Oh, I got one more stoke. I got to golf with friends from college that I haven't seen in a long
There you
time.
go.
That was super fucking fun.
I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, it was good. Good to catch up. They're like,
We were wearing the same outfit, right?
We were
golfed on
literally wearing the
Saturday,
same-
and then
yeah.
I golfed on
Uh-huh.
Sunday.
We were wearing the
Really?
same
We wore the
outfit.
same outfit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so two of them have kids.
You guys are so cool.
Shouty Touty, Corbin McNeese, Cameron. Appreciate you guys. Can't wait to do it again. But yeah, it was super cool. But that is it. All right, it's made it this part of the podcast. Thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. Leave a 5-star rating and a review wherever you listen to this podcast. If you're here on YouTube, thank you for your eyes. We appreciate it. Click the subscribe button down below, bell notification icon in the corner. And everybody, until next week, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you then. I'm Drumm.
And I'm Drummer.
See you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Bro, I sacked at myself.
Hold on, I've been thinking about a new ending. Instead of going, stay sexy, stay healthy, how about, all right, guys, meditate, masturbate, peace out.